Good day, everybody. Wherever you're watching me from, I am Possible Mustafa Bangura, a student of the University of McKinley, UNIMAC. I'm here today to talk to us, the future and the present generation, who I call the youth. The youths are not the future generation. The youth are the present future generation. Because we are here, we are seeing, we know what is going on, we know what is happening, we know, and we are aware. So, what are the youths doing? Are we going to sit down and fold hands and watch our beautiful continent go down, Africa? Are we going to sit down and see our beautiful nation, Sierra Leone, go down? The goal to development is not government alone, no. And if we want the development of this nation, if we want the development of Africa, if we say we are going to rely on our politicians, Africa will still remain the same, and this country will still remain the same. Until we change our mindset and change our mentalities as Africans or as Sierra Leoneans, this country or this continent, Africa, will still remain the same. Mindsets and mentality of our leaders, they must be changed. Yes. Because whatever that is happening in one part of an African nation is also happening in another part of Africa. The likes of corruption, nepotism, tribalism, poor governance, lack of social amenities, poor education, weak institutions that should be strong. All those are similar challenges faced by African nations. So this is a wake-up call to all youths of this nation. We need to stand tall and stand. Where are our voices? Where are our dreams and aspirations as youth of this beloved nation and this beloved continent? Africa is blessed. We have all the mineral resources and the natural resources that can enhance development. All we have, all. In fact, Africa has now turned to a raw material zone. We are in Western states or the West come to Africa, take our raw materials, our minerals, take our raw natural resources, take it back to their country, manufacture it, leave the original for their country, and then bring the chaff to Africa, and then bring the leftover for Africa. Africa have now turned into a dumping site for the West. How long are we going to sit down and watch this continue as youth? Yes, the government should cater for his people, especially the youth. The government should create jobs for the youth. But if the government do not provide job, what are you going to do? Are you going to lie down from you lie down from 8 o'clock at night to 12 o'clock day? No. Africa will not develop by that. Even if the government do not provide jobs, we should be job creators. Africa, we need to think. Africa, we need to be innovative. That your dream is not too small, it's not too big to be accomplished. Yes. And that dream that you have is what we need. And that is the innovation that Africa needs. Yes, Africa, we don't have enough learning materials, we have poor education, poor road network, poor technology advancement, but we can change that. We can change that. And one step that we can change that is through the ballot box. Yes. We need to vote wisely, think wisely. We need to stop this cultural way of voting that I belong to this political party. That is where my father is, that is where my mother is, my sister, my uncle, my auntie. No, the best way to choose a fit and capable candidate for any position or for any political election is through the candidate. You assess the candidate, look at his vision, look at his dream. What is it that what is his key focus or our key focus? If being elected, what are the things that they are going to do? That is what we should be looking for, not the political party or the symbol. No, that is not what we need. You need to look at the candidates. Even if your father is from this political party, party A, but their candidate is incompetent, you know, and I know. But why then do you still go in and vote for them? Why then do we sell our birthright? And after ballots box, after the voting, we are no longer considered. We that give power do not benefit the power. We elect our leaders, die for them, sacrifice for them. But when they get there, they only remember themselves and their families and the ones they have promised. So how long are we going to sit and watch? How long are we going to elect leaders that we come in and then instead of us to enjoy, but we are suffering? Yeah, we may have all the mineral resources, we may have everything, all the riches it takes. But if we have big institutions like the judiciary, the legislative arm, and the executive, especially the judiciary and the legislative, and a bonus one, which is the Anti-Corruption Commission, those three bodies, and also the military, the police, all of those are institutions that should be independent. They should be independent. They should not be humbled or be controlled by executive. But if that continues, Africa will go nowhere. Africa will stay in where it is. Because if you look at other African countries, we have African countries that their currency is more heavier than even dollars that we are fighting for. Even the euros, the pound sterling, all of that. We have African currencies that are heavier than all those. So if we come together as Africans, we think as one people that we were until the Berlin Conference came in, when Africa was divided. We were one people, one people with one culture, one behavior. Once again, I am Possible Mustafa Bangwa. Thank you.